Now I'm not going to try to waste your time with a long intro because I found the best tube lights that you can get in 2023, and that's going to be the Nanlite Pavotube 30X version 2s. Let's talk about it. Of the version 1 of the Nanlite Pavotube, but getting the 30X version 2 have been such a major upgrade in terms of my tube light game, especially for the type of videos that I do. It has an all new build quality that's made out of aluminum backing, and as well as you get not one but two 1/4-20 threads that you can mount this light on, which is something that the version 1 straight up didn't have. On top of that, all the important bits are on the back on the aluminum housing. That means anything from your menu settings so you could change things around, as well as a lock button on there too, and they've moved the on and off switch also to the back of this light. There also is a space for DC power and a DMX control. Not that DMX. But if you are working on bigger sets with big control units, you're able to use a multitude of these lights at the same time. In the version 1 of the Pavotubes, if you turn the light dim enough, you would actually end up seeing the little LED bulbs that are inside of this light. But with the new diffusion panel and lighting system in this light, you can use this for not only kickers and backlights, but you can use it in practical situations without having to worry about seeing little bulbs inside of your tube light. Now, in terms of the light's quality while it's actually on set, you're gonna have a CRI rating of 97 and a TLCI of 98, which basically means that when you're using subjects or you want to have accurate colors while using the Pavotubes, it's going to be there. Now, there's two operational features that I really do like about the Pavotube version 2s, and that's going to be the locking feature that's on there so you don't mess with any of your settings, and the battery indicator. Now, if you are somebody that used the version 1, you did know that you had to go through the menus in order to find out where your battery life was. And sometimes my lights would turn off on me without me knowing, and it got kind of annoying. Now, that's not even the best part about using this light. The Nanlite Pavotube 30X version 2 also has the ability to connect through Bluetooth wirelessly to an iOS device like your iPhone or your iPad. That means you're able to use features like the full 360 RGB features, and as well as you have a CCT mode where you can go from 27,000 right up to 12,000 Kelvin on your light. I don't even know what 12,000 Kelvin even looks like. Well, this is what it looks like. Now, just like the first version of the Nanlite Pavotubes, you're also going to get a fully RGB light. And you can adjust things like the dim and the saturation on this light as well. This is great if you want to make color effects and really make an image pop and give a unique look while using the lights as practicals or even as toners for the room. You could also use the app to get a variety of different lighting effects. You can use things like disco, candle ball, paparazzi, police lights. Okay, maybe not police lights, but you could use a lot of customization features out of the 30X version 2s that are gonna come in handy. Now, we did mention that this light uses a slightly different system than the versions before it or other tube lights that are on the market at this price point, and that's going to be using pixel effects. Basically what that means is that the Nanlite Pavotube 30X Volume 2 also has 16 little sections inside of the light itself that can change individually. This changes a lot in a tube light game because you could actually use separate sections of the tube lights individually using pixel effects. You could do things like making the rainbow light, you can make a loading bar. There's so many different ways that you can use the pixel effects in this light, because instead of using an LED panel that's all going to mimic itself, this is actually separated into sections that you could actually make things work for you. Now, in terms of mounting options with this light, I've been using the little plastic clips that have 1/4-20 threads at the bottom to set up to light stands. However, Nanlite does make a magnet clip that you could buy separately in order to rig this thing up to any metal object or anything that's magnetic, which means I don't have to use gaff tape anymore, and sometimes that doesn't work the best. But as somebody that shoots a lot of sports and fitness content, it's no problem for me to find metal objects to actually stick the magnet clips onto in order for me to get the rigging that I want to. Personally, my favorite thing to do is to rig my lights up into the ceiling and to use them in place of house lights. Now, I haven't even mentioned the price, but right now you probably need to stop everything that you're doing at this very moment, because on the B&H website there is a sale on the Nanlite Pavotube 30Xs because they just came out with the 30C Volume 2s. I actually didn't research this before this video, but it's a great deal. It actually makes this even more viable when I talk about the price and who I think these are for. Now, who are the Nanlite Pavotube 30X version 2s actually for? I think these are great for indie filmmakers, small crew productions, people working on commercial work, because of the type of output that you can get out of this light and the quality that it has. It also makes things a lot more easier because you can connect wirelessly into your phone in order for you to have the controls that you need to whenever you're on set. Now, if you have been looking for high quality tube lights, you've probably heard of the brand Astera. And Asteras are going to be incredibly built, high quality lights that a lot of professionals use while on commercial sets or different types of film sets. However, if we're going to match dollars to donuts, the Nanlite Pavotubes are going going to give you a lot of those functionalities, but they're also going to be a lot cheaper, especially because they are on sale on B&H like right this second, and honestly, I'm probably gonna get myself a couple more of these. That being said, if I was to sum this up into one sentence, the Nanlite Pavotube 30X version 2s are a poor man Astera Titan tubes. And by poor mans, I just mean people with normal budgets, because those Astera Titan tubes, although really nice, they're expensive. They're really expensive. And if you haven't noticed by now, yeah, I recommend them. That being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, or at least you guys learned something. And if you do want to check out the Nanlite Pavotube 30X version 2, the last time I'm gonna say that, you can go to links down below and check those out, because I honestly don't know how long they're gonna be on sale for. That being said, if you wanna check anything out, like my digital store, my LUTs, or any of the things that I have affiliate links to, you can check that description box below as well. And yeah, it gives me a little bread at the end of the month. But that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.